Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to declutter some makeup brushes and I wanted to share that process with you. So this is how I store them. I got this container at Ross. I think it was like maybe $12 or $15. So it has 4 sections. These are the eye brushes. These are all of my face brushes, like foundation brushes. These are bronzer and highlighter brushes, and these are blush brushes. And then these ones are overflow brushes that don't fit in here, or brushes that I just am not using at the moment, so I kind of keep them in rotation. I actually have a makeup bag that I keep in my linen closet, and that's where I keep any extra brushes that I'm not currently using, but I don't want to get rid of. So as you can see, this is stuffed full. Especially these eye brushes. I need to get rid of some of it. So what I'm going to do is pause the video. I'm going to lay everything out according to type. That way I can see exactly how many, like, you know, the eye brushes and everything. So I can see how many I have of each type, and that way I can easily more decide what to keep. So I'll be right back. So what I've done is I've broken these down into types. These are all highlighter brushes. These are blush brushes. These are all powder brushes. These are liquid foundation brushes. These are bronzer brushes. And then these are all of the eye brushes. These are miscellaneous eye brushes. These are all crease brushes. These are all like outer V brushes. These are lid brushes. And these are all like smudger brushes for the lower lash line. So what I'm going to do is go through each section. The ones that I want to keep I'll set aside, and then the ones I'm going to get rid of I'll put in another pile, and then the ones that are going to go back into my linen closet as my overflow or travel brushes I'll put in this little container. So let's go ahead and start with the highlighter brushes. Okay, so right off the bat, I know I want to keep this one. This is my favorite highlighter brush. I love this one. This one, tapered highlighter. I have 2 of these. These are from Luxie. They came in a BoxyCharm. BoxyCharm is always sending brushes. They send a lot of Luxie brushes, and eventually they send a lot of duplicates. So I have 2 of these. These are really nice. I like the shape. I like the size. I don't need 2 in my main storage container, so I'm going to keep 1 for my storage container, and then I'm going to keep 1 as my overflow in case that one breaks, because it is a really nice brush. This one, Precision Foundation. This is what I use to sweep away eyeshadow if there's been any fallout. So I'm going to keep that one. These 2 I'm going to get rid of. They're just too flimsy. I don't really know what I would use these for. I tried using this to sweep away eyeshadow, and it's just, they're too flimsy. I don't like them, so get rid of those. This is a fan brush. I don't use fan brushes. I've gotten rid of quite a few, and I've always kept this one because I feel like I should keep one just in case I want to experiment with it. So I think I'm going to do that. I'll keep that, but it's going to be in my overflow. These 2 I'm going to get rid of. This one is a Luxie small contouring brush. I don't contour. It's too small for blush, and it's not really the right shape for highlighting. So I'm gonna get rid of that one, and same with this one. The shape is just not for me. What is this? A small contouring. So get rid of that one. Okay, so these are the blush brushes. Let's see. Right off the bat, I don't like this for blush. I don't really use this for blush. Pointed blush brush by Moda. It is a really nice brush though. It's really soft. I feel like I should hold on to it in case I want to use it in the future, but I don't need it taking up space in my everyday storage unit. So I'm going to put that there. Let's see. This one is my least favorite of all of them. This is, it rubbed off, but this is Crown. So I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of this one. I don't feel the need to keep that one. These 2 I love. One is by e.l.f. This little one right here is by e.l.f. and this one is Coastal Scents. These are just really good stippling brushes. I like those. I'm going to keep those. Let's see. This one I don't really use that often. I haven't used it since I've cleaned it. I have used it, but I haven't used it since I've cleaned it. This is by Coastal Scents. It is a really good quality brush, so I feel like I want to keep it. I just don't want it cluttering up space. This one I actually like. This is that brush by Moda that came in the Boxy Luxe. I like this for blush. It's really soft and I like it, so I'm going to go ahead and keep that one. This one is by Crown. I really like this one as well. I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. And then this one I like too. This one is by Bestope. It came in a face kit that I got on Amazon. It's really nice. I like the shape. It's slightly angled, not as severely as this Coastal Scents one, but it does have a slight angle, and I really like this one, so I'm going to keep that one. Okay, so the face brushes. Let's see, got to get rid of some of these. Okay, so this one I'm going to get rid of. This is a small kabuki brush. I haven't used this in a couple years. I don't like that it doesn't have the handle, like a long handle, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that one. Let's see, this one. This is by Crown. This came in a boxy charm. A lot of these brushes have come in boxy charms, you guys. This is a foundation brush. It's like one of those, looks like an old-fashioned hairbrush. I've used this a few times and I just don't love it, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that one. Let's see, these are kind of mixed up. This one is by Coastal Scents. This is a really good powder foundation brush. I want to keep this one. I'm not currently using it at the moment. I'm really into liquid foundation right now, not as much into powder foundation, but it is a really good brush, so I want to keep that one. So I'm going to keep that one in there. Let's see, this one I really like. I use this when I'm setting my liquid foundation, like with my Coty Airspun, my Maybelline Matte and Poreless. I like this one. This is by It Cosmetics. I don't really use the second side, but I do like this side, so I'm going to keep that one. This one I'm going to get rid of. This is by Bestope. I don't really know what to do with this. I think it's supposed to be a foundation brush. I've tried it that way. It was terrible. I've tried using it to set my under eye concealer, but it's pointy. I don't know what to do with it. I guess you could chisel out contour with this, but I don't contour, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that one. Let's see, these four are all kind of similar. This one is by e.l.f. This is a nice big flat top brush. I really like this one. I think I'm going to keep this one in my overflow, and then this one is by Bestope. I think I'm going to keep this one in my everyday storage container. This one, I'm going to keep this one as well. This is a really nice foundation brush by Luxie Round Top Blender. So this is really nice for blending in powder foundation. This one, a buffing brush by Real Techniques. I used to use this one all the time when I was always doing powder foundation. This is a really nice brush, good quality. I think for now I'm going to put it in my overflow because I'm using this one now. So actually, let me see. Yeah, I'm going to put this one in the overflow and I'm going to keep this one. This one I'm going to keep. I want to actually experiment using this one as my setting powder brush instead of this one, because this one is really dense and sometimes I feel like my skin gets a little bit cakey looking sometimes, so I want to experiment using this one, so I'm going to keep that one. Okay, so these two, when I use liquid foundation, I usually use a sponge, but when I do use brushes, these are the two that I like to use. I love them both. This one is by It Cosmetics. This one came with the matte CC cream that I bought a few months ago on QVC, so I'm going to keep that one. And then this one is by Luxie Airbrush Foundation. I really like this one, so I'm going to keep this one. And then this one, Expert Face Brush by Real Techniques. I used to use this for liquid foundation. I just don't love it for foundation. I was thinking of keeping it in my overflow, like with this one, but I think I might just get rid of it. Okay, so these are the bronzer brushes. This is a really nice bronzer brush by Eco Tools. The problem is that it's, is short, so you can barely see it, and it takes up a lot of room. So I usually will keep this one and use this for like travel. Even though it's kind of fat, it takes up a lot of space. It is a nice brush. I do want to keep it, so I'm going to keep that in the overflow bucket. This one I'm going to get rid of. This one is Pro Precision Face by Luxie. I have no use for this. I think it's supposed to be for contouring, like for a chiseled contour look, but I don't use it for that. I guess maybe you could set your under eye concealer with it if you really wanted to pack in the powder, but I don't do that. I have dry under eyes and I need like a little bit fluffier brush, so I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of that one. These two are my go-to bronzer brushes. This one is by Coastal Scents. What would you call that? Like a fiber optic brush, I guess. I love this one. I'm going to go ahead and keep that one. And this one I like as well. This one is by Aesthetica. This one is if I want just a lighter coverage, so I'm going to go ahead and keep that one. Okay, so these are what I'm keeping. Keeping these. Getting rid of those so far, and these are ones that are going to go into my overflow bag. Okay, so let's move on to the eye brushes. These are the ones that I need help with. Let's go ahead and start with the smudger brushes. Okay, so right off the bat, these ones are my favorite smudge brushes. I like those ones for the bottom lashes. This one by Revolution. This one's good for the inner corner for highlight, but I don't think I need it, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that one. I'm going to set them over here for now. Let's see, these two straight brushes. I don't use these brushes. I know they're supposed to be really good for smudging. I think I'm going to get rid of one and then keep one in the overflow bag in case in the future I want to try experimenting with using these. Which one should I keep? They're pretty much the same. I think maybe I'll keep the Luxie one, and then I'll get rid of the Alamar one. So this one I think I will put in the overflow, or it can be like for travel or something. Okay, so this one I like. This is by BH Cosmetics. This is a nice for inner corner. It's nice for smudging on the lower lash line. I like that one, so I'll keep that. Let's see, these ones. These two I love. I use these ones for my bottom lashes all the time. Good for the inner corner highlight. I like those. This one, a smudge brush. I think I will, let's see, I think I will keep this. I've never really used this type of brush for smudging, so I'm going to keep that one. I'm going to experiment with it, and then I'll either decide to get rid of it or I'll keep it in the overflow. Okay, so let's get rid of some of these. These are the eye brushes. Let's see off the bat, are there any that I don't really like? Okay, so this one, I don't really like the shape of it. It's not really good for a crease brush, and I don't really understand why it has that severe angle, what I would use that for. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that one. Let's see any others off the bat that I can get rid of. This one, Luxie Large Shadow. It's so big, I don't really know how you would use this for your eyes. I don't know, so I'm just going to get rid of that one. Let's see. This one by Luxie, eye shading. Again, I don't really like the shape, don't really like the size. Should I get rid of it, or should I just put it in the overflow? I think I'm just going to get rid of it altogether. Okay, let's see. Now let's just go through these one by this one too I'm going to get rid of. This one is by Vivange. I don't know, I got this one on Amazon. It came in like a kit. This one I just don't love, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that one. Okay, now let's go one by one through these ones. Okay, this one by Everyday Minerals. I really like this one for packing on like shimmery shadow, so I'm going to go ahead and keep that one. This one is one of my favorites for packing on shadows. You can see all the sparkle there. I need to wash my brushes. Yeah, see? This one I really like for packing on shimmer shadows, so I'm going to keep that one. This one I'm going to use as travel. Real Techniques brush is just a perfect size to go in my traveling brush. This would be good for traveling, so that's going to go in the overflow bucket to use for traveling. Okay, let's see. This one, I really like this little detail brush. I like to use this whenever I'm using my liquid eyeshadows that come with like the little doe foot applicator brushes. I like to use this to grab off of the doe foot applicator and then put this on my eyelid. So I'm going to keep that one. Let's see. This one by Coastal Scents. This is nice. I don't really use it that often, so I think I'm going to put that in my overflow. Let's see. These two I like. These ones are by Coastal Scents. Well, I like this one for packing on shadow. It's nice and dense. This one, I don't use that often. It's a little bit bigger and fluffier than this one. It is really good quality though. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'll keep that one for now. Let's see. This one by Luxie, Small Shader. This one is perfect for travel, so I'm going to keep that over there for traveling. This one, Royal and Lang Nickel. I don't really care for this one, so I'm going to go ahead and just declutter that one altogether. This one I like. This one is by Crown. This is really nice. Like that one. Vivange. This one is good for packing on shadow, like shimmer shadows. So I like that one. This one, e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. I like this one. I think I can probably set this aside and keep that one as like an overflow brush. This one by the Vintage. This one is small and compact, so I like to use that one. I'll keep that one for travel. And then this one, another one of those Vivange brushes. This one I usually will use for, so you can tell it's still got some shimmer in there. I use this one for packing on shimmer shadows. I'm going to keep that here for now. At the end, I'm going to see how many brushes I still have in my eye set, and then I'll, maybe see about pulling out a couple more of these. Okay, so these ones are my outer V brushes. I'm going to be keeping probably most of these. Right off the bat, I know I love my BH ones. These ones are my favorite ones. I love the shape. They're really soft. I love these ones. Those are my favorite. Let's see. What can I get rid of? These Coastal Scent ones I don't love. Which one in particular? This one in particular is very stiff and it's kind of scratchy, so I'm going to get rid of that one. This one is not my favorite. It's not very soft, so I think I'll just get rid of that one. This one I do like. I like that it's a little more pointed. It's pretty soft. It's a lot softer than those other two. I think I'm going to keep this one in my overflow. And the rest of these, I think I'm pretty much going to be keeping all of these. These are e.l.f. ones. I got these at Kohl's. I had some Kohl's cash. I didn't really know what to get, so I just got a bunch of little e.l.f. brushes. These ones I really like, so I'm going to keep those. This one is by Modern Minerals. This one I really like as well. I'm going to keep that one. This one I really like. This one is by Luxie, Tapered Blending. This is really good for the outer V. This is another one of those e.l.f. brushes I really like. These are really good for placing shadows. Like if I want to do like a more intense smoky eye and I don't really want as much like blending out and I just kind of want it to be packed there, I like to use these little short smaller ones. This one This one I think I will put in my overflow. Okay, so these are all of my crease brushes. Right off the bat, this is my favorite one, Sedona Lace. So I'm going to keep that one. I love that one. These two by BH. These two by BH. I love these. These are really soft. I'm going to keep those ones. And then these two are really good. This one's by Alamar, the green one. And then this one is by Moda. Yeah, Moda. These are really soft. I really love the shape. These are really good. So I'm going to keep those ones. These three, these are those Vivange ones. I think I'm going to get rid of all of these. They're a little too, I don't know, like floppy, I guess, to really be crease brushes. This one is a little bit too long. And then this one is just, I don't know, too like puffy. I don't know. I'm just going to get rid of those ones. Okay, so last little set here. These are the miscellaneous brushes. Okay, so this is my concealer. I set my concealer with this. My under eye powder. This is my go-to under eye powder setting brush. So I'm going to keep that. These spoolies, I don't need 3. So I'm going to keep this one in my everyday drawer because it's double-ended. This one is a eyeliner brush if I ever want. Sometimes, not a lot, but every now and then I will pack on, I will use eyeshadow as eyeliner. So I like to use this brush. And then it's got the spoolie. So I'll keep that one. These two are good spoolies. You can never really have enough spoolies. So I'm going to keep those ones in my overflow bucket. These two are my pinpoint concealer brushes. I use these pretty much every day if I have to, you know, spot conceal. So I'll keep those. This one I'm going to get rid of. This is for liquid eyeliner. I don't do liquid eyeliner. I do have one eyeliner brush that I forgot to bring it, but I store it in with my mascaras. And that one I prefer over this one. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that one. Let's see. These are both concealer brushes. I've never really used concealer brushes. I usually use my sponge or my little spot concealers, but I kind of want to experiment with using like a bigger surface brush for blending out concealer. I don't need 2 of them. Let's see, which one do you think is a better shape? This one is by Luxie, the pink one, and the green one is by Alamar. I think I will keep the pink one, the Luxie one, and I'm going to put the Alamar one in the overflow. And then these 3, these are pinpoint concealer brushes, or maybe smudger brushes. I think this one is meant to be like a little mini smudger brush. So I'm going to keep this one for travel. And then same with these 2. I think I'm going to just keep these ones, especially this white one is really good for traveling because it's nice and short and compact. So I'm going to keep these ones in my overflow for traveling. Okay, so I didn't get rid of as many eye brushes as I wanted to, but I did take out a lot from my overall container. So I'm pretty happy with that. So these ones are decluttering altogether. So over here, this is what I'm getting rid of completely. It's not a lot, but it does free up a lot of space. These ones, what I'm keeping, all of these and all of these are going to go in my makeup bag in my linen closet, which is just going to be spare brushes to kind of rotate out if any of these get damaged or for traveling. So I'm pretty happy with the amount that I took out because it is going to free up a lot of space in here. So let me go ahead and put all the brushes back into here, and then I'll see how everything fits, and if I need to pull out a couple more, I'll do that. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, so this is the finished product. These are ones that I'm getting rid of completely. These are going to be like just backup brushes and traveling brushes. I decided to pull this one out and put this one in here. I've been using this one for a while. I kind of want to just try some other brushes, and I want to experiment with using this one as my powder brush, and then also the Real Techniques one. So this is the finished look here. I have a lot more room for my brushes. They can move around. I can, you know, move things and see what I'm looking for and actually see everything. I'm pretty happy with that. Happy with the amount. This is like a little more full now because this brush is kind of taking up space. But if I don't end up liking using this one for powder, then I'll end up just putting it in there. But yeah, I have a lot more room. I'm happy with these blush brushes. I'm actually going to be cleaning these probably on Wednesday, so I'll probably film a video on that, how I clean my brushes. So I know they're dirty. They need to be washed, so you guys don't have to yell at me in the comment sections. But anyways, I'm pretty happy with the way things turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave any comments down below, and I'll see you in my next video.